What's up, nerds? Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block, episode 105 for May 11th, 2018. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, that retro code, Edward Varnell.
Kamiko, everybody.
We are very green. Not joining us, as you can see this way, Jesse Douglas, if you're watching the video. Although, where is he? I don't know. There's a question block there that says, where's Jesse? We don't know. We don't know, Ed. I didn't show you this, but, you can watch the video tomorrow and find out what's really there, where Jesse's supposed to be. If you guys want to check it out and you're just listening, youtube.com/NGRradio, you should check it out. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Oh, like some other shows that we do, Corey.
I know. I'm getting there, Ed. So, we had a discussion in our big kind of Nerds Gone Rogue group chat, and when we were doing one of our Let's Plays, last night, how we don't really do a great job of promoting the YouTube shows, even though our download numbers are insane for the amount of YouTube subscribers we have. It's like, it's something only like 1% of the people that download our podcast actually know or have subscribed to the YouTube page, which, is fine. Like, there's a lot of podcasts I listen to that I don't subscribe to their YouTube page or their content or anything. I just enjoy their podcasts. But like, what we want to start doing, and we have a major show for you today, guys. There's so much happened this week that, like, I almost wanted to record. I almost wanted to record the last episode because so much happened between Sunday and Tuesday when the show posted.
Exactly.
But before we get to that, we're gonna try to do a better job of promoting our other shows on YouTube. For Pow Block, for example, we have Expansion Pack, which is our Monday Nintendo segment. We kind of just take either a random Nintendo topic or a random topic in general, and we just kind of discuss it and have some good conversations about that. Ed, we had some really, really good ones lately.
Yes.
So, sometimes Jesse joins us, sometimes not. Sometimes we have guests, sometimes not. It's about a 10 to 15 minute version kind of the podcast. Well, not even really.
At times.
Yeah. We've had some long ones, but we've been better about it. We've been doing better about it. So, you can check out Expansion Pack every Monday at noon on our YouTube page, youtube.com/NGRradio. Ed and I do a Let's Play show called Pod and Play. We do 12 episode seasons, and season 2 coming up on its second to last episode with Hellblade, and we try to do a different take on the Let's Play show where we play the game, but there's usually something thematic that we talk about. Like Hellblade is Saturday's episode, right? So we talk about how important it is to convey a message about how we talked a lot about mental health and how important it is to support people with mental health, or how important it is to get help if you have mental health, or to reach out for help. That there's not really we kind of as a society have this stigma attached to it, and we kind of just wanted to talk about how it's okay to reach out for help, because it is a growing issue, and we want to make people aware, as well as Ninja Theory wanted to, because of their sales, they donated a certain amount of money correlating with their sales of the game, that kind of stuff. And that's kind of where that goes. Sometimes we have some comedic moments. Sometimes we have really serious moments. The first episode this season, we're talking about Black Panther and racism and acceptance and stuff. So, like, we hit on some semi-serious subjects, but we also aren't afraid to just, like, make fun of stuff either. Right. So, like, during the Captain Toad episode, there's some pretty comedic moments. So, check out Pod and Play. We also do some stuff for Arsenal X, our Xbox podcast, Squad Goals, Royale with Cheese, and then, plethora of other Let's Play shows. And everything can be found on youtube.com/NGRradio or our website at NGRradio.com. We do encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube page. We like to see those numbers grow, and they have grown kind of faster than normal since PAX. We've gained a few, but still, we would really appreciate it if you headed on over to youtube.com/NGRradio and hit the subscribe button and checked out our other content as well. But our podcast download numbers are pretty overwhelming, pretty staggering, and we thank you for that support as well. Ed Pow Block is our second highest downloaded podcast on the network every week, so
Yay.
I mean we put a lot of work into it, and we're beating the Nerds Gone Platinum guys by a smidge. I mean, we're within a little under 100 downloads of each other, so tell your friends about Pow Block and don't listen to PlayStation content. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways,
yes, even though I am part of Pow Block, I have to get Arsenal X numbers up.
No, we will. I think it's just, when we and I know this is really great podcasting for you guys. I'm sorry, but when you kind of have multiple shows and you want them all to succeed, and we do see dips and valleys in each show depending on what's going on in the industry at that time. When Sea of Thieves came out, we had a pretty big jump in our Xbox numbers, and the PlayStation numbers and Nintendo numbers were not down, but they kind of just dip a little bit. But then when I'm sure this episode, because it's going to be labeled Nintendo Switch Online and no Virtual Console, I'm sure this episode will go
yes,
skyrocketing. And NGP saw a giant jump, almost caught us when God of War came out. So it
varies.
Yeah, but we appreciate your download support, of course, for sure. And we would just encourage you to hop on over to ngrradio.com or youtube.com/ngrradio preferably, and check out our other stuff. So that's it.
Yes.
We're gonna try to plug our shows every time we come on. It won't be that long. It'll be like 30 seconds of the show, but yeah. So anyways, what else? Is there anything else left to plug? Oh, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at NGRPowBlock, and join the Nintendo Pow Block Facebook page as well. So facebook.com/groups/Nintendo Pow Block. New banner every time a new game comes out. It's exciting. This month's banner is Donkey Kong. Although at the end of the month, I think I'm going to change it to Hyrule Warriors. I actually already changed. I already have the image changed. I just need to upload it when Hyrule Warriors comes out. So
is that this Friday? No,
it's the 22nd. I think it's. I think it's a Tuesday. I think Hyrule Warriors comes out. Hold on. I have a calendar, Ed. Let me check that for you.
Yes, because most Nintendo games come out on Fridays. That's why.
Video game release calendar. Hyrule Warriors is the 18th. Mega Man is the 22nd. So.
Okay, so next Friday.
Yeah, next Friday.
Next week is a big week, dude. Literally, for releases.
I know. Next week is pretty big release. And speaking of releases, you saw that Crash got moved up to the Dark Souls spot. So,
yeah.
Cool. It's also coming out on the same day as Wolfenstein. So, good luck, Crash, with that. I mean, I know what game I'm buying that day, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. So, anyways. Thank you guys. I know that we've spent the first 10 minutes kind of talking about ourselves, but I just, we kind of, Ed and I, and really everybody at NGR, just, and I'm sure everybody's going to do it in their own way and whatever, but we just want to thank you for your support and your downloads and your subscribes and your comments and stuff. It's a good time. But, Ed, now that we're 9 minutes into the episode, what have you been playing?
For Switch, I've been playing Kamiko. Got to the second stage. And I want to try to finish that game up for the first time because I haven't beat it yet. There's only 3 stages, so it's not too long. So I'm going to be working on that. Over on PlayStation 4, which I'll save actually for last. I'm going to actually go to Xbox. If those who listen to Arsenal X, me and Jesse have this Arsenal experience right now. And we did include Corey. If it's up to him if he wants to accept the challenge.
I do, but I need to know what it is.
Saints Row 2.
Is this kind of like the Platinum Challenge thing?
No, it's you play something that you normally don't play or quite enjoy, and just get the experience of it. And I think since you haven't played a Saints Row game,
I jumped out of the plane in Saints Row 3.
I can't with you. We had challenged you to play Saints Row 2, and you have 2 months. So we gave you to like the end of June, because I even gave Jesse to the end of June. Since he doesn't play a lot of games with narrative in them, I challenged him to play Sleeping Dogs. And because I don't play anime games, he challenged me to play Naruto. So I'm doing Naruto on Xbox. Naruto Shippuden is what I'm doing. And he's doing Sleeping Dogs. And then we just both came together and just agreed for you to do Saints Row 2. I need to buy it, cause it is a 2-player online co-op game.
Is it backwards compatible?
Yeah, it is.
Is it, on Game Pass? Cause I know Saints Row 4 is on Game Pass.
You can look and see. I'm not guaranteed about that. I know it's backwards compatible. And because I know at that end level of the game, you're probably gonna need another person to help you. It's super difficult. So I'll pick the physical copy up and I'll play with you.
Okay.
If you want me to.
Okay.
And so I've been working on Naruto, and then for some unknown reason, because I was still installing different games that I got, I started playing Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days.
Why? Actually, those games, I wouldn't mind seeing those games come back. There's 2 series that I thought had really good ideas and never really followed through on them. One was Kane and Lynch, and one was Army of Two. I thought
Army of Two. I mean,
that second Army of Two game, I still stand by, is great.
Yes, that Army of Two. The second one was the bomb, dude.
Yeah.
3 was good. But I think
3 was
the way that it kind of started off was good, and then it just felt like we need to wrap everything up because we ran out of a budget.
Yeah,
and that was it. It was just like, wait, huh?
It felt like first of all, they should have stayed with the original 2 characters. First of all,
but I was fine with the new characters. I thought that with part 3. They were going to go into a part 4, that they was going to continue the series. But because I think during that time, EA didn't get good sales, they decided not to. But yeah, I could see. I wonder if that's...
Especially if they brought it back now as like a games as a service thing where it was always 2-player kind of online or whatever, or a 4-player co-op game, but 2 squads of 2 had to complete different objectives through
through a level.
Yeah, and especially customization with the masks and stuff. Yeah. Oh my gosh, people would if you did a Fortnite style 2-week event and people had to get on and play to get certain masks and stuff. Dude, that'd be killer.
Yeah.
But I digress. We're not here to talk about Army of Two. We have too many other things to talk about.
It's a really good series. 1 is janky as ever.
Yeah, 1 really sucks.
But 2, I was just like, oh, this...
2, they almost straight up ripped off Gears of War, and that's why it was good. That's why it was good,
Pretty much.
Gosh, Gears of War is so good. Gosh, Walmart! I love Walmart. We're getting to that, by the way.
We're going to get to that. But yeah, I'm playing Kane and Lynch Dog Days. I've never played the first one. I even actually went back online and watched the Jeff Grossman controversy about that, and listening to GameSpot's podcast about that stuff. But this game, it was hurting my eyes, dude. Tears was coming. It was kind of giving me red eye because of the shaky cam. And I'm like, oh my goodness, how am I going to get through this game? But that's what I kind of been playing. But to get I get back to PS4, the last game I played, and I had a ball. I don't know if I was special guest yesterday night or it was just NGR, but Corey, Moose, and Matt and we played Helldivers. Me and Corey are newbies to the game.
So
Matt
good.
and Moose are like experienced, and it was comedy hijinks. We was learning the game. We was learning the game, and Corey, and while we just talking, Corey's doing his woo, and plugging every 5 minutes. I'm like, this is not a Twitch showcase. But there was just some hijinks.
Hey man, we were live and people were watching. Okay, I had to do my thing. I had to plug. Okay,
Yeah.
you don't become successful without being a jerk about plugging your stuff.
That is true. But there was one part that we was getting killed, and we just all cracked up and laughed. And then the last the last part before like a bomb came and blew everything up, all four of us got on the helicopter and laughed. But I had so much fun with Helldivers, and Corey messaged me yesterday about now he could see the Metro game that we talked about, and I was just like, yeah. I think we were still working on tweaking stuff. So I get what you understand by giving Samus limited bullets, and that's why I think if she was in her Samus suit, because she normally has the stun gun, that could be unlimited. But when she get a different suit, it has a limited thing.
Yeah, we're gonna have to revisit that topic now that we've played Helldivers and gotten more of a feel of what that game is.
Yes,
because like I really want to flesh out that idea for a Metroid or even like a Halo game. I think would be even cool too. Like I think a team of Spartans would be perfect for that. Like, you know, I mean, Helldivers is essentially, it's almost essentially Halo. You just replace like the bugs with the elite and like the weird robot guys with the Prometheans. Like it's basically it. I mean, it's almost a Halo game. Like I think Microsoft should look into that because like because Arrowhead's not owned by Sony, right?
No.
And like Microsoft could totally go to them and be like, "Hey, we want you to make Helldivers, but you know, slap some Halo skins on it."
Yeah, they could.
I think it'd be cool.
We could talk about that bars next. Because
you can catch that Let's Play next week on youtube.com/NGR Radio. I'm practicing my plugs.
And also, shout out to the 3Js, Jeff, Jason, and Justin.
Yeah.
They jumped on and talked to us. And we was having a good conversation. We were just literally hanging out and having fun. All of us on PlayStation. But yeah, that's what I've been playing and what I've been doing and stuff of that nature. So I will be jumping more back into Switch. Working on a lot of Nintendo games like Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm ready to jump back into Breath of the Wild because man, people have been talking about it, and I kind of want to get excited for maybe something E3 related for Breath of the Wild. I don't know. I just have a feeling that Nintendo got something up their sleeve.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna cover that. We've got, like I said, this is gonna be a jam-packed show, and we're already 20 minutes in, and we haven't even gotten to the news. And it's like, look, the floodgates open for news this week. So I mean, yeah, we're gonna get to that. But Ed, have you been playing anything else? I'm trying to like. I know we usually go off the rails, and that's part of the show's charm. But like, there is so much to cover that I'm actually going to try to weave us back in on this. You know.
Oh no, that's pretty much just those 4 games that I've been playing. I just wanted to, I guess, talk about Hellblade because we just had so much fun yesterday.
You mean Helldivers?
Helldivers, dang it!
Yeah, I mean,
and Batman, the Telltale Adventure, because me and Corey was waiting.
First season?
The first season.
Okay.
Yeah, I beat it on Xbox, but when I got it free on PlayStation 4, I just never started. So I was playing a little bit of the first episode.
Yeah, because like honestly, I've gotten it free on Xbox and PlayStation, but like I have the physical version for Switch. So like, I theoretically, if I ever had the time, I would like to go through the season and make different choices and play differently on each system.
That's what I'm doing.
And see what happens. But like I think Sana and I are going to play through the first season at some point, and just kind of, I'm going to let her make the choices and then I'll just play through it or whatever, So that, I do want to record that at some point too. So I don't know if it's going to happen, but I would like it to. So, but as for me, I haven't really been playing anything this week. I've been trying to, we played Helldivers last night and that was fun. I played a little bit of God of War, which was fun. But other than that, I haven't really played anything Nintendo related at all. Like I want to get to Donkey Kong and South Park, but like priority right now is getting God of War done because like I just need to, and then the other games will fall into place. But it's kind of it. I don't really have anything exciting to share. We did a bunch of squad goals and stuff, and this weekend's going to be fun. By the way, you should. I'm not trying to just like plug stuff, but like I think we're going to live stream our squad goals this weekend. So if you want to watch us, either go to youtube.com/ngrradio or twitch.tv/ngrradio, because we're going to stream all of our squad goals, and it's going to be me, Ed, and Jesse, and then my brother-in-law is going to join us. So that's going to be a good time.
Yes. And are you doing it also for Royale with Cheese?
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna stream Royale with Cheese too, because we're gonna 4 players, or are we gonna 4-player squad up? I don't know if you can do squads, but we're gonna check out the new Avengers mode. And that's gonna be a squad goals special edition where it's just gonna go up right away.
Okay.
It's just gonna be one of those things.
Yes.
And then
come see me be horrible at Fortnite, since this will be my first try.
Yeah, and Jesse and I want to try out that new map on Battlegrounds because we both downloaded the test server. So we'll see. I don't know how we're gonna do that. We might do 2 rounds of Fortnite and 2 rounds of Battlegrounds before we start whatever else we're doing. So come check us out. On Saturday, I'll be on at like 8:30, I want to say, but we start around 9. So
yeah, I'll be here. I'll be available. So by time, which is like 7:30 our time, by the time you hop on, I'll be available.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and maybe if Jesse isn't ready, we'll play through some gears. We'll play a level of gears or whatever. So, but yeah. Anyways. Let's get into some of these news bits, Ed. We got a lot to talk about.
We do have a lot to cover.
Yeah. Let's start with the where's the Zelda story? I can't find the story anywhere. But basically I had the IGN article pulled up, but basically Nintendo is hiring a level designer for the next Zelda game, which is super exciting.
Yes.
Which means, to me, that means we're going to get Zelda quicker, because remember right when Breath of the Wild came out, they talked about how Zelda development always takes so long because every time they make a new engine specifically for that game. And they don't want to do that. They want to have the next Zelda out before the Switch's life cycle is up, which, to me, if they're using the same engine, we could get 3 Zelda games on this system because of, just how game development works and their engine, and they already know how to use the engine. To me, I feel like it's going to be kind of like a trilogy of games on this engine.
Right, and I know they said they want to stick to the open air platform, like level design.
Yeah.
So, we can see for the next game, if they do keep it open, the effects of after they defeated Ganon, how that affects the world. At this time, I am hyped about it, but I'm going to hold judgment because I think it's a game that will be out in 2021. I think we'll get an announcement at next year's E3 about it, but I think right now, even though they got the engine, everything, Nintendo will still research and develop some ideas.
Yeah.
They'll fool around with some gameplay. Like, even though they're hiring, we don't know no story yet. I don't know like the artist, like, and you got to think also, now that Wii U is like over, they could put more time into Switch and get more understanding of the system. So now it doesn't feel like a port. They could any technical flaws and problems that they had when the Switch Breath of the Wild came out, they could address those. So when the game comes out, bam, if it needs an update, it's not much, but it's ready to go. Also, since Monolith Soft helped them do Breath of the Wild, and also you see how great Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was. Bam,
another game I need to get back to.
Exactly. Bam. Now they could actually get production on here more faster. And I feel like there's going to be delays for this game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me read you the job description. I found it. This is from Philip Mewson on IGN. Okay. The job is for the company's Kyoto headquarters and entails dungeon creation, enemy design, events, and field map creation. Due to the location and amount of group work required in the position, the list affirms that the applicants must be confident in their abilities to communicate in Japanese. It's worth noting that the listing specifies that this will be a contract position with no guarantee of permanent employment. Depending on the applicant's experience and abilities, salary can range between roughly $34,000 to $74,000. Nintendo is offering to pay a moving and housing allowance, as well as daily transportation fees. So, I mean, look, even if it's not a permanent job, to have Nintendo on your resume as well, this designer is going to get a job anywhere after they work on a Zelda title.
Yes.
So, but anyways, this is exciting news. Definitely not the biggest news of the day, but this is exciting to kind of reaffirm that Zelda's coming. A new Zelda is coming, and it's exciting because Breath of the Wild was so good. And even after 14 months of not, I put 200 hours into the game, but 14 months after release, I still think about that game daily. Literally think about that game daily and how much I just want to go back and keep playing it. And, 14 months after release, I am not afraid to say that Breath of the Wild, probably my favorite game of all time. I'm not even kidding. And there's a lot of games that I used to flip-flop around and consider what my favorite game of all time was and whatever, but Breath of the Wild is pretty much sealing up its spot right there.
I think once the trailer drops for this, the same way that we seen Breath of the Wild in motion when even after all the delays and stuff, I think it's gonna be just all expiring.
Yeah,
it's gonna be goodness. And what did you guys do and how creative? Because of course everybody's we want shrines, we want dungeons. I just want to see what music they're going to be planning on for this game.
Yeah.
Because I love how being out in the open of Breath of the Wild, and I know we got another story to get to.
We have 10 stories to get to.
To be opened up in the wild, but if I'm on the go with the Switch with my Sony headphones, I want to hear some good music, because hearing the sound effects in that game crystal clear is phenomenal. But I just need a good soundtrack to go along with it. That's all I want for the next Zelda game.
Yeah,
and great.
Yeah,
but yeah,
definitely Zelda. I can't wait to see what this next Zelda game is. But I mean, that's probably the reveal for that game is probably going to be at least 2 or 3 years away. But you know what is coming to Switch sometime soon? On August 28th, Ed?
What's coming?
Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate announced for Nintendo Switch. This is the the Monster Hunter Double Cross that was released in Japan, and it is a kind of upgraded version of the 3DS game. Monster Hunter Generations will be released exclusively on Nintendo Switch on August 28th. You'll be able to play local, wireless, and online multiplayer with up to 3 other hunters for the first time. You can transfer your original Monster Hunter Generations save data from your 3DS to the Switch and be able to play. Continue your adventure in Ultimate. Players will go up against the largest roster of unique monsters and must defend 4 villages and major threats known as the Fated Four. So, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate also introduces new quest level called G Rank, which will feature more dangerous versions of familiar foes. This is also on IGN, so that's exciting. You know, a lot of people didn't know if that game was ever going to come over. Like I said, when Monster Hunter came out, like I would be more inclined to play Monster Hunter if it was on Switch because I would have the time.
Well, this is the thing about it that, you know, Capcom is kind of late to the party with this, because they kind of stated they had no plans or they weren't working on the game coming to Switch. People were crying out for the game to come to Switch after they found out Japan was getting it, and because this game got low sales in it, they was working on the Monster Hunter for PS4 and Xbox One. They placed most of their eggs in that basket than they did for America. Now, this game is Monster Hunter World is successful. Once again, it's on 2 different platforms, so that's why that 8 million it has those sales. I think with this, we'll probably get 3.5 million or more. But people have been wanting this game. I think Capcom was just too late to the party for it.
Yeah,
not saying this is a bad thing or anything, but they were really just late to the party.
My thing is, if this game was coming out, it should have come out earlier, especially if, like, rumor has it that Nintendo's really pushing Pokemon for this year and Smash. Like, I feel like the people that are going to play a monster game on Switch this year, if Pokemon comes out, it's going to be Pokemon and not Monster Hunter. I feel like Monster Hunter should have come out last year or early this year. They should have released Monster Hunter Generations for Switch around the same time, that maybe like 2 or 3 weeks before or after Monster Hunter Worlds. Probably before, honestly. And that's when it should have come out. Like, I understand localization and everything, but, like, this game should have been out already. Not that I'm happy it's finally coming and Monster Hunter people on Switch can enjoy it, but a lot of people probably if you're playing Monster Hunter, you're playing Monster Hunter World, and if you want a monster game on the go, you're going to be playing Pokemon, right? I mean, that's my theory. So,
but my thing is, it's good that they're doing online and they're doing local play. That's really great. They have got to really push some exclusives. Everything that was in Generation on 3DS, yes, that's great. It's coming. They got to push more.
Yeah.
They have got to push more, because I would love to see King Cooper get sliced up. I would love to see a monster, a version of Birdo that was just so destructive and disgusting. Like, I would love for it to hunt some Nintendo enemies in Monster Hunter, dressed in a Mario outfit with my cat partner. Like, that would literally would be fun. It seems that it's going to be having more customization than Monster Hunter World. So, Capcom, just if they're going to they're bringing this out, they got to push it.
Yeah.
And I know Nintendo and Monster Hunter players will buy the game, but they really got to push it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I agree with you 100%. So, we're gonna hit on some real small stories, just kind of blaze through them. Nintendo, this comes from Game Informer. Nintendo reveals official Switch charging stand, which is really exciting.
Yes.
So it's a USB to wall charging stand that it's $19.99, and you just plug it in via USB into the wall, and it charges your Switch instead of using the dock. Awesome. Kind of wish I had HDMI out, so it would be a more portable, kind of slimmer dock, but at the same time, this is really cool.
You about to see that be hard to find.
Yeah.
Like, and I think you said pre-orders already went up for on Amazon, maybe. I don't know if it is. But yeah, this is going to be an accessory. To me personally, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy this accessory because it's a must-have. I game a lot on the go now with the Switch at times, and even though I'm in my car and I have my car adapter, I would love if I'm like at an airport at or I'm at the train station and I gotta wait for my train to come and stuff. I would love to have that mug plugged in and be ready to game on the go,
Hmm.
and just have it charged and still be able to play it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I might invest in one of these just to have it by my bed, at night. So like, because like that's the thing. Like sometimes I don't take my Switch. I would like to play my Switch in bed,
Mhm.
right? But like once I'm all comfy cozy in my bed, I don't want to get out to put it. And like my nightstand already has my laptop and my phone on it. I don't want another piece of technology just laying around. So like I don't take my Switch to bed. But if I had this like kind of set up to where I could just plug it in when I'm done playing it, like yeah. So
Yeah, and it's good for people who want to watch like even Hulu. Like
hmm
if you don't want to hold it, bam, you sit it right there. You watching Hulu. Maybe you don't feel like using the TV and stuff,
yeah,
and yeah, there you go. Like I think it's cool. I will say this: people invest in a Pro controller and a Joy-Con grip,
yeah.
because believe me, you're not gonna pay.
Your Joy-Con grip's still here, by the way.
Which one? The black one?
Yeah, yeah.
No wonder I couldn't find it. I'm like, where the heck is my Joy-Con?
I told you that as soon as you got home, and then I just forgot to like send it to you, but
Okay. You know what's funny? Because I went and bought the red one.
uh,
So, uh,
a couple. So yeah, that's gonna be a nice thing to have. So, but
yeah.
our next news story: Crash Insane Trilogy on Switch and Xbox One release date moves up to the Dark Souls remastered slot, the 29th of June, and it'll be released the same day as Wolfenstein. And then another game from Nicholas has been announced: Crystal Crisis on Switch, a competitive crossover puzzle game featuring. If Game Informer wants to load for me. Oh man, our internet, man, it's getting worse. Nicholas. Okay, so this comes from Game Informer. It's a crossover game, seemingly taking a ripoff of Capcom's seminal puzzle fighter. Crystal Crisis combines a lot of Nicholas published properties like Cave Story, Binding of Isaac, Code of Princess, guest characters like Turbo Duo spokesman Johnny Turbo and Astro Boy, and even characters from Nicholas Games. Has yet to announce. So it is a puzzle. It's a competitive puzzle game coming to
Yeah.
Switch. So that's cool.
Okay. And before we go on Twitter, Nicholas had two options to vote for. They said slot A or slot B, and I don't know which one. I didn't pick one of them. I didn't see the results, and I think one of those were one of these announcements. So Nicholas has another announcement somewhere.
Oh, I know.
I don't know if it's E3 or if they're waiting to just announce it at a later date. But Nicholas is up to something, and I give it to Nicholas for their support.
Yeah.
They have been killing it, and I think a lot of people have been buying a lot of their games. They've been rewarded with a lot of great games, so they're up to something, and
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. So okay, Ed, we're gonna get to our big news stories. I know there's a lot of stuff that I skipped, smaller stuff, but these two are even bigger stories than we can even
Hold on,
begin
is
to.
one of them a particular physical copy of a game or not?
Physical copy. Oh, Dead Cells.
Yeah.
No, but Dead Cells is coming August 28th as well.
Okay.
Physically for Switch.
That
Which
is
is
that is just going to be a nightmare. Monster Hunter Generations and Dead Cells. Yeah, that's a good $100 gone right there.
yeah, because you assume the Dead Cells physical copy will be 40, right?
Yeah.
And then Monster Hunter will probably be 60.
Yeah, and the Dead Cells one, that's why I mentioned it in our group chat that Cheap Ass Gamer announced that it was coming. They broke the news before the developers did, and that it was that the game, I guess you could pre-reserve right now at Best Buy, but it was coming to Best Buy, and that's why I'm just like, wait, how the heck did they announce this? And yeah. Oh, but go ahead. Let's get into the big news.
Oh, okay. So what do you want to talk about first? The leaks or the online?
Let's go with the online.
Okay. So, after we recorded on Sunday, literally mere hours after we recorded on Sunday, Nintendo released some information on their online. No video, just social media stuff, and then links to their website, and just, hey guys, guess what? We're doing Nintendo Switch Online. You want to join us? Here's some info. So, let me get, where is, man, all my stuff just went away. So, okay, Nintendo Switch Online was revealed on Sunday, which is good because they also revealed that their online presentation was going to be a roughly 39 minutes, I think, for E3, and none of this is going to be in it, so that's great. This comes from Nintendo Today. Yesterday, Nintendo finally unveiled their full Nintendo Switch Online features that you will soon be paying for. And starting with the price, the service will cost $20 a year, $4 a month, or you can also get a 3-month subscription for $8. Compared to Sony and Microsoft's offering, Nintendo is more than half the price. There's also family membership for $35 per year, where up to 8 people can use the online service. 8 different profiles, even on different consoles, which is pretty nice. Because like, if you get like 8 friends together or 7 friends together, like that's $5 a year. So, I mean, it's gaming the system, but you know what I mean. Like they're offering it. What are we getting for $20 per year? For starters, Switch will finally get cloud saves, where players can save their games in the cloud, and should anything happen to their console. A lot of controversy about that. I don't see an issue with it. You have to pay for cloud saves on Xbox and PlayStation also, but we'll continue. Members will also get access to classic NES games on the Switch, starting with an initial offering of 20 games, including Super Mario Bros. 3, Donkey Kong, and The Legend of Zelda, among others. There were 10 games announced. We'll get to that list in a second. And then 10 others will be announced at a later date. Finally, the membership gives players access to online multiplayer. Right now, that service is free, but after the service launches, players will have to subscribe to Nintendo Switch Online to play online multiplayer, including games that are already out, like ARMS, Splatoon 2, Mario Kart 8, and there was another game that they mentioned. You
said Splatoon.
Yeah. So Nintendo Switch Online feature will launch in September. It seems like a good value for Switch owners. How do you feel about Nintendo Switch Online right now, Ed?
I'm loving it, and reason why I'm saying that I'm loving it. It's only $20. You spend $20 in a week just to get gas. So something that's going to really give you value over $60 per year for Xbox and PS4. And don't forget, those online systems been hacked.
Yeah. Well, don't. I'm sure it's not going to be. It's not going to be as robust as Xbox. But it's going to be a service that, finally Nintendo has a decent online service.
Right. And I'm like, 20 NES games out the box. Okay. Don't forget, you only get 2 or 3 games for PlayStation and Xbox, and you have to wait certain days on Xbox to get that particular game. At least with this, you can select them, put them on your system, play them, and then take them off and keep switching. I think that's good. This online portion is good for Nintendo because me and Larry have been talking about Phantasy Star Online 2, the cloud game, and if we're getting that cloud service, we could get that game to come here in America. And I'm so down for that. And I think more MMOs and stuff can actually now come to the system, and all that information can be on in the cloud where it doesn't affect anything with your system.
Yeah.
With your micro SD card. So I think that is a great thing. And also, when you're at McDonald's or wherever, and if you could hop on their online structure and stuff, and it connects and stuff, bam, you have all your information. So now you're able to play and continue your game. I think that is so cool to have. I think with PlayStation and Microsoft, they don't even think about on their cloud service. I don't think gamers even recognize that. So this is just extra. And also, if in case you can't buy a micro SD card or anything, if you still, well, I mean, you'll have to get the micro SD card to buy a lot of eShop games, like just to have that information on your system. But if all that data can save in the cloud, that's great. Like to have that on the go. Your cloud saves on your PlayStation or your Xbox. It's only on those systems. I guess besides Vita. At least with Nintendo, you have it now everywhere that you go that you could connect to.
Yeah,
so
and your cloud saves are transferable between systems, which is nice. Like if you want to sign in on your friend's Switch, you can download your save from there and keep going. So that's pretty awesome. So included, like we said earlier, included in the Nintendo Switch Online is a NES kind of. They're labeling it NES.
Classics.
No, it's called NES Nintendo Switch Online, which is kind of their NES Netflix style service where you can download the games. But the thing is, these games have kind of been enhanced and kind of reworked for Nintendo Switch Online, where if the game has multiplayer in it, you can play with your friends online. And even if the games don't have online or multiplayer, there's a pass the controller mode where you can be playing with your friend and just say, "Hey, you want to take over for a little bit?" So this could be really awesome for stuff like pod and play or retro Let's Plays for us. Like, if we're playing through the original Legend of Zelda and like I'm really sucking, I can be like, "Hey Ed, I'm passing the controller," and we just pass it over online, and you just keep playing my game, right?
Yeah.
And so that'd be really awesome. There's also competitive online play in games like Balloon Fight and soccer and tennis. So they announced the first 10 games, which are Balloon Fight, Donkey Kong, Dr. Mario, which will have competitive multiplayer online. That'd be awesome. Ice Climber, The Legend of Zelda, Mario Brothers, Soccer, Super Mario Brothers 3, and tennis. Dude, I just thought of something. What if we were doing like competitive Dr. Mario Let's Play, and we could like, I'm just looking at thinking of the screen right now. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
You might beat me though.
No, I've never even played Dr. Mario. I was always a Tetris kid.
Okay, that's what they need to add as Tetris.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know, man. Ever since Ubisoft got a hold of the Tetris license, they removed the Game Boy version from the 3DS eShop.
Bah.
So my 3DS is worth money because it has Tetris on it.
Dude, Game Boy Online Tetris.
Oh,
Nintendo.
I would pay $60 a year for that.
Oh, you're getting destroyed. You're getting destroyed.
I didn't say I was good at Tetris. I just said I like to play Tetris.
Oh, please. Konami, take advantage of this. I won't Contra on it. I won't.
Konami, take advantage of this and get your licenses back for those old arcade games like X-Men, Ninja Turtles, Simpsons.
Dude, 2-player, SNES, Turtles in Time, Pod and Play.
Dude, what if we could get the X-Men arcade game and all six members of NGR could come together and play as a 6-player arcade, or like 4-player, like a Squaggles 4-player Ninja Turtles arcade game, or
And Corey, even if they have to sell that game, let's say $10. $10 for the game.
10. I would pay like 20 to have. I would pay $20 for like X-Men Arcade Online to play with my friends online with like a 6-player arcade cabinet.
Oh yeah.
I call Wolverine. I won't play as anybody else.
I'll play Gambit.
Fair. Okay. Jesse can be Colossus. But yeah, man, I think, with this like online stuff, and even like if Turtles in Time online play, and somehow they added like a 4-player mode into the Super Nintendo version.
Well, if Turtles in Time Collection, or Turtles in Time Ultimate, where you could do the arcade version or the Super NES version.
Right. No arcade version, please. Thanks. Okay,
Well, arcade has
so
the 4-player. That's why.
let's see. Where is this? But where's the
Oh,
story? Okay, so
yeah. So, Greg, I mentioned you was talking about this, and I wanted to mention Phantasy Star Online 2 was the game out. Cloud was the game that I was thinking of.
yeah.
So, just want to give you also another shout out and that game.
Yeah, he's the only one that contributes to our Facebook page, like on a regular basis, and I feel bad sometimes because I don't ever do anything in there. But yeah. So, anyways, back to this NES thing. Kotaku ran a story after they announced these NES games about asking about Virtual Console, and a lot of people automatically took this in the wrong direction. I feel like, because there's no way Nintendo's not going to try to resell you old games. But this was the response at Kotaku. The company confirmed to Kotaku that there are no plans of bringing Virtual Console games to the Switch. A Nintendo spokesperson replied, "There are currently no plans to bring classic games together under the Virtual Console banner that has been done on other Nintendo systems." The key word here is banner, which leaves open the possibility of bringing classic Nintendo games to the Switch under a different banner. My theory is they're going to bring a new label called Classics, similar to the logos that are on the NES Classic and the SNES Classic, and it's just going to be called Classics. And it's just going to be called Classics, and Nintendo's just going to sell their games that way.
Yeah,
as well as making new mini versions of their other consoles.
Right, because I could see them starting with GameCube. And GameCube, Wii, and maybe some Wii U games.
Dude, imagine if they put in the work for GameCube, not even 1080p, but like if they just went in and cleaned up their GameCube library and the textures, they wouldn't even have to redo textures, but they would just like up-res their textures to 720p and made all the games widescreen.
Yeah. And they still, I think they could sell those games if they could do that for $25 a game for the Nintendo games. I would pay $25.
Yeah,
I mean, because it's just like a up-res version of this game and online.
Yeah,
heck yeah.
I would pay $50 for physical versions. What if they made physical versions of the GameCube games, but they were in Switch cases, but all the box art just looked like the GameCube box art? Like it would even have like the GameCube logo and stuff on it, but it would just say Nintendo Switch on it. But it just looked like the GameCube box art. For those of you not watching the video version, Ed just passed out on his couch or on his bed. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is the. I'm just kidding.
No. Yeah, I can see that happening.
I mean, I can see that. I don't see them putting that much effort into it, but I do see them like. I feel like GameCube is the one console. I feel like the Switch right now is selling at that age range the most, where people are nostalgic for N64 and GameCube.
Yeah, I can see them touching up Eternal Darkness. Maybe Nintendo and Konami can get back working together and give us that Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. Like, I could see that happening. I'll be down for it. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean...
Ooh! Namco, get on this bandwagon. I want Tales of Symphonia. 4-player.
It's already done in HD. Remember, they made the PS3 version.
I know, but I want it online for GameCube. I want the original GameCube version.
Fair.
Yeah, then $25 throw the HD version up for Switch. I'll take it.
Tales of Symphonia is a great game. If you guys haven't played it, at least look it up. It's one of the best Tales game that was stuck on the GameCube, and I think there's a PS3 collection of Tales of Symphonia, and then what was the second one called? Dawn of the New World or something.
Yeah.
Those games, especially that first game, is freaking phenomenal. Like, you talk about classic RPGs, Tales of Symphonia does not get talked about enough. And it's not like a rare gem or anything. It's just people talk about that game. It's just like that game is one of the best RPGs of all time, and I think people deserve to know about it. So,
yes.
Yeah, but just real quickly before we move on to the next news story, I mean, Nintendo Switch Online is a big deal. I'm excited for it. Virtual Console, clearly not coming. Do you think they'll just throw classic games up there like they do their normal Switch games? Do you think they'll just be like, hey, guess what? Maybe they'll make an event week out of it where like, hey, classic Mario week, and they throw up Mario 1, 2, 3 and World up on the eShop at some point, or maybe Yoshi week, and they'll throw up Yoshi's Island, Yoshi's Story, and Yoshi's Woolly World. They'll port that over somehow, and they'll just be like, hey, look, it's Yoshi week. We are releasing 3 Yoshi games this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think they'll just throw them up there? You don't think they'll have any special banner or anything?
I think if there's going to be a game that they're going to be releasing close to a particular, particular title, if they be like, okay, we got Yoshi's new game coming out, so we want to throw these 2 old Yoshi games ready for the go. For those who missed out on the Super Nintendo Yoshi Island, this is where it begins. A lot of you haven't played Yoshi 64. Here's a reminder. Yeah, and like literally throw it up. And I say if they do that, for those who still don't want nothing to do with Nintendo Online, bam, it's on the eShop for them to buy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could totally see them doing like when Metroid Prime release date gets announced, they'll be like, hey, are you excited for Metroid Prime 4? Here's, Metroid 1, 2, and Super Metroid are now on the eShop. And because I still think that Metroid Prime HD trilogy is coming. Like, I still think that's coming. But, yeah, or like, hey, Zelda, remember Breath of the Wild? How much you like that? Here's Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD on the eShop. And then you can also download Zelda 1, 2, and Link to the Past. Here you go.
This is the inspiration we got Breath of the Wild. So now you can hear Zelda 1.
Yeah. So, I mean, I could totally see it. So, I mean...
Zelda 1 with 4-player links.
Yeah.
Like a special... Ooh, that would probably be cool. Like 4 swords.
I cannot see them being like skipping on their legacy games like that. I just can't see them saying, hey, our classic games are what made us, but we're not going to resell them to you. My theory is like they don't want to use Virtual Console because there'll be some kind of expectation to say, hey, you paid for these games on Wii and 3DS and Wii U. Possibly you've bought these games 3 times. If we throw Virtual Console up there again, you're expected to buy this game a 4th time through Virtual Console? I don't think so.
We're trying to ignore that.
Yeah, they're trying to start fresh with their online stuff. They're trying to set up, okay, maybe from here on out, whatever games you buy digitally, we'll move forward with you. But we're leaving the past behind us, and then we're creating this new service for you to buy these games. That's my personal theory. Is like there's so much connected to Virtual Console that it's like whatever. And you know what? That's fine if they want to label it Nintendo Classics. Like that's great. That's an even better name because there's so many. Like the whole Switch is a Virtual Console now, right? Because everything is available digitally. So
pretty much, yeah.
So
and last thing before we move on, you gotta let this online service grow, and I think over time it is going to grow.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this online service is going to be. It's going to start out simple, but it's going to be much more robust at some point. Just because it's Nintendo and they do stuff like that, like typical Nintendo stuff. It starts out simple and becomes more robust as it goes along, and maybe we'll just have something there. So
yeah.
All right, Ed. This is kind of Nintendo, but not really Nintendo, although a lot of these games I could see coming to Switch at some point, just based on the popularity of the system alone. Walmart, where's this story? Walmart, this comes from Games Radar.
And this is Walmart in Canada, everybody.
Yeah, Walmart Canada seemingly leaked an E3 2018 lineup. Let's see what these games are. So, with just a month left to go until all the unannounced E3 games are revealed, the rumor mill is starting to churn with significant speed. This week's fuel for the speculation fire comes courtesy of Walmart Canada, which was spotted by Wario64. Follow him on Twitter. That Twitter account is amazing. Listed several unannounced games available for pre-order. Some of these games are expected, even confirmed. Some of them are not. Which are real and which ones are phonies as our guess. But let's look at the major. We're going to go through the major games, and then we'll pick out which ones probably come to Switch at some point. So, Splinter Cell. This one's been rumored for a while. Splinter Cell, Just Cause 4, Dragon Quest 2, might be a remake of Dragon Quest 2, although I don't know why they would do that so close to Dragon Quest 11, but we've seen them release Dragon Quest yearly for DS and then for 3DS, so like remakes. So Dragon Quest 2, Destiny Comet, which is the code name for the second expansion or the first major expansion for Destiny 2, as leaked by the Activision earnings call when they had to go to court for something a couple years ago. I don't remember exactly what it was. Borderlands 3 is a high potential thing for Switch. That and Splinter Cell, I think, are high potential candidates for Switch releases. Assassin's Creed. This one was very, very odd because it's literally just labeled Assassin's Creed. Nobody knows if it's a sequel to Assassin's Creed Origins, if they're remaking the first game for an anniversary, or if they're just rebooting the franchise whatsoever. It's interesting. So, or the other big thing is that it could be a multiplayer games as a service version of Assassin's Creed because it's just labeled Assassin's Creed with no apostrophe. So that indicates plural assassins. So that's the other big rumor. Lego DC Supervillains, Rage 2, which is another candidate for a Switch port because Bethesda has been working so well with Switch on on games so far. Forza Horizon 5, which, look, okay, it happened, but
Horizon 4 hasn't even been announced.
Yeah, I know. So, and then Gears of War 5, which is the most exciting game on that list for me because that franchise is just the best. I love Gears of War.
Which me and Corey, I don't know if we debated about this, but I have a feeling that's false, that it's not working, because the coalition said they were making a new IP.
No, so, well, they have two teams now, though.
I still don't think Gears 5 will be shown.
I do, because Gears is on a 3-year release cycle, and this is year 2. And remember, Gears 4 was shown a year and a half before release.
I just don't.
I think it'll be announced. I think we'll see a trailer. I do not think we will see gameplay, and then the full reveal will be next year. For me, personally.
But we have 4 more weeks, and just for all you Nintendo watchers, that's going to be a special Arsenal X episode. Hopefully Jesse could join us, and all 3 of us could watch it live together.
Yeah, so absolutely. I think we're going to be streaming it through. I want to stream it through our YouTube channel just because it'll be easier to just tag and post instead of we might do it through Twitch too. I'm trying to work some stuff out, and hopefully my baby doesn't come yet by then.
Yeah, because I wonder if because Jesse might watch through Mixer, so I wonder how that's gonna work. So I have to test some things with that too. But yeah.
Some of the other things that were leaked, Metroid, they labeled Metroid Prime, not Metroid Prime 4, just Metroid Prime as a leak. where was the other one that was big? NBA 2K19 for Switch, WWE 2K19 for Switch.
That's a given.
Let's see, I already talked about Lego. We already talked. Shantae has already been confirmed. So there's some Switch releases on there, and Metroid Prime is an interesting one as well. And there's a listing for Metroid Prime and Metroid Prime 4. So I don't know if they're just remaking the first game, or if they would do a trilogy, or if this. I mean, who knows? This is just a leak from Walmart, and it's just it could just be nothing. None of this could be true. It's all rumors, speculation.
They do like everything is $79.99. I'm like, oh heck no.
That's how much games cost in Canada, though.
Oh, but yeah, okay.
That siren's on our video, not in your car. It's okay, guys. It's okay.
That's my side.
Yeah. I just sometimes when you listen to podcasts and people are doing it like this, like there's a siren outside, and like when I'm listening to podcasts, I always look because sometimes you can't tell if it's behind you or through the video. So I just wanted to warn people.
I have police sirens. You have lawnmowers.
Yeah, dude. Okay, that made me so mad that day when we were trying to record, and they decide to mow like a strip of grass that's probably like 1 foot by like 20 feet. By that patch of grass leading up to our porch.
Yeah.
They decided to do that, and then they decided to take the leaf blower and blow all the grass into the vines on the other side. I was like, come on, man. It's 7 o'clock at night. Go away. We're trying to do stuff here. But anyways.
Okay, so some games I want to kind of address. The Dragon Quest 2 one. Two things about that. You did mention, Dragon Quest 11 being close, for that. If they was going to do a Dragon Quest 2, it would be Dragon Quest Builders, or it could be the Dragon Quest Heroes 2 that came on PS4. That could come to, even though Dragon Quest Heroes hasn't came to Switch, that game could still come to that first one can still come to Switch. Rage 2, that's highly unlikely to happen. Because why would they do Rage 2 over Doom 2?
Well, I think what they could be doing, they could be setting themselves up, right? They could be setting themselves up for, 3-year cycles on things where it would be Doom, Wolfenstein, and Rage every 3 years.
Well, the Rage 2 one, Bethesda made a joke about it.
I know they did, but, this is my theory. I think they're trying to get sets of games on a 3-year cycle, similar to what, Call of Duty does, but, with different studios. I think they want to go Doom, Wolfenstein, Rage, and then they want Fallout, Skyrim, and Starbound, I think, is their space one.
I think so, yeah. If they was going to do Rage, they would have to make that backwards compatible this month.
That'd be fine. If Bethesda comes out on their stage and was like, Rage 2 is announced, and guess what? Rage is getting remastered and backwards compatible on Xbox One. I think people would be excited. Because Rage wasn't a terrible game. I just think a lot of people were expecting it to be something different.
It was more engine over game. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of people...
that's how all those games were at that point, right? Doom 3 was kind of that way. Rage, Brink. Remember that weird multiplayer kind of game? Brink was kind of like that. Cool art style, bad game. There's something else that Bethesda had at that time that was very similar in terms of hey, we have a cool engine and cool tech. We kind of want to show it off, but we don't really know how to do it. And that's where Brink and Rage kind of came from. And Doom 3 kind of was a better game than those games, but not really.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed, I don't think they have any plans for that game. I think they're still going to give it a break. I think they just probably put there just in case if it did get announced or something get announced because they're for Ubisoft they want to push Beyond Good and Evil 2. They want to push that that pirate game that they're making. They want to push think is it Starlink or whatever that fighter was, but like the Toys to Life thing. They're
Starlink Battle for Atlas.
Yeah, they're gonna want to push that. They're gonna probably want to push Just Dance. They probably want to push some VR. They're gonna push something Tom Clancy. If they do Splinter Cell, it will be the last thing that they end the show with.
Yeah, I think Splinter Cell will just be like the. I bet it'll be when's Ubisoft's conference? Is it? It's after Microsoft's, right?
Ubisoft's conference is Monday.
Monday. Okay, so
yeah.
I think they might team up with Xbox, and Xbox would just show like if they don't have a lot of exclusives to show or whatever, like they would just show like the 3 green lights of the goggles show up, and then maybe a trailer or something.
I think it would be cool that 3 green lights would show up, and it'll just say Xbox One X, and then fade in to where it is Sam Fisher for Splinter Cell. I think that would be cool. I think they're gonna push the Division 2.
Yeah.
They'll probably do like a big update for the Division 1.
Well,
but I think
they confirm Rainbow Six, For Honor, the Division 2, and Beyond Good and Evil 2 will all be there.
Okay. And I have a feeling that Watch Dogs 3 will be shown too. I think they're going to continue the story from Watch Dogs 2 with those characters because a lot of people really like them. And I think Watch Dogs 3 can come. So I think that some of the games that's on this list are just placeholders. And I don't think majority of them are real until we actually get the announcement for them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But anyways, E3 is coming up. We're super excited for it. I mean,
yes.
We're still trying to figure out what and how we're going to cover it because of work schedules and stuff, but it's going to happen. Whoa, what happened here? Video got all weird. But we are going to try to do our best to cover it and be oh my gosh, this video. What just happened?
Well, I know Saturday is EA's, so
Anthem, woo! Better show up.
Yeah. Sundays is Microsoft's and Bethesda. Monday is Ubisoft, Square, and Sony. Square is doing recorded presentation like a Nintendo Direct, and then Nintendo will be Tuesday show and then Treehouse Live from Tuesday to Thursday.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll figure out some stuff in between.
We'll definitely have a bunch of mini blocks, some watch alongs. We are going to do a conference watch along, even though like beforehand we will probably have already seen it, but we want to do a watch along just to have the community involved. We will rewatch it. And so but we did it. That was an episode. We did it. Woo!
Woo-hoo! Yes.
So yeah, thank you guys for joining us on this jam-packed episode of Nintendo Pow Block. You can find Nintendo Pow Block every Tuesday and Friday on your podcast service of choice, as well as youtube.com/NGRradio. Like, subscribe, and share. Check out Expansion Pack every Monday. Check out Pod and Play Season 2. Check out our Nindy Showcases coming up soon. Can't wait for you guys to see that as well.
Yes.
That's going to run from June 23rd through August 10th, I think. Whatever that second Saturday in August is. So we're doing 8 weeks of jam-packed indie fun. And then, obviously, Pod and Play Season 3 starts that first week of September. So, very excited for that as well.
One last story, Corey. I don't know if you've seen it, but Minecraft gets cross-play and achievements on Nintendo Switch this June.
Yeah, I saw that. I was waiting we were going to talk about that on Sunday. But, yeah, I mean, the Minecraft update where it's cross-play with Xbox and PC and phones and gerbil pads.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Litter boxes and refrigerators and everything that Minecraft is available on. It's crossplay with the Switch version now. So.
One more thing, everybody. I'm sorry, Corey. The Famicom Mini is getting the 50th anniversary Shonen Jump edition. So if you love the Shonen Jump games, and the Famicom Mini, you can order, probably see if you get your hands on one, but they're doing a re-release of it.
Anything else, Ed?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ed's trying to take over my show.
No, just checking the NASA news. Because you, Corey, how many times have we actually did a show and then like an hour later, big news drop, and I'll be like, it's too late for us to do a mini block.
When we recorded Sunday, obviously we missed the Nintendo Online stuff, so.
Exactly.
But yeah, what else? There was something else I was going to plug. Yeah, check out our live streams live on Saturday. We will be live streaming our Squad Goals and Royale with Cheese episodes. So how that's going to work is we're going to live stream the episodes on youtube.com/NGRradio and probably twitch.tv/NGRradio. And then after we do it live, after the video processes and everything, we are going to we're going to make the video private, and then they will be released on schedule as planned. So we are going to start streaming those episodes every week, though, so I'm pretty excited about the live streams. And I need to get Jesse the Twitch stuff. So what I would like to do is have us stream on different platforms from different points of view, and then take those videos and kind of mash them all together and make a cool kind of mashup. But that's a lot of work, and I don't know if I have the time or the energy to do that. But anyways, this has been Nintendo Pow Block. Ed, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at @RetroCode, and you can check out my podcast, Optional Opinion, on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and other podcast apps. And also check out Arsenal X here on Nerds Gone Rogue on YouTube.
Yeah.
At NGRradio.com.
Jesse, where can we find you? Haha, just kidding.
You can check me at _humanist. On Twitter.
You can find me at CoreyNHD on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find me on a plethora of other content here on Nerds Gone Rogue. Check out Nerds Gone Rogue, Nerds Gone Platinum, Arsenal X, and of course, Nintendo Pow Block. Check out our other content. Check out our Let's Plays. Check out our exclusive stuff here on the YouTube page. Join our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/Nintendo Pow Block, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at NGR Pow Block. Check us out. Also follow Nerds Gone Rogue at NGR Radio Podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, we love you.
Bye, everybody. Woo-hoo!